Good evening, good morning, good night, you lovely. This is the one, the only Cappy E. Barra. I understand that I've been absent, right, for at least a day, right? The NXT video did not go up, but I'm gonna let everybody know right now. NXT was ass. NXT was garbage, all right? So, my humble opinion, it doesn't deserve a video. So, I'm sparing all of you, all right? There was a couple of cool there was a cool moment with Trick Williams and Devon Evans, but we've gotten my opinion on this before. They are dragging out this storyline. NXT is a nothing burger, and quite frankly, I might only be reviewing the NXT pay-per-views moving forward. But that's going to be a conversation for another day. We have learned via Fightful Select that WWE will be putting on a pay-per-view called Wrestle-palooza in Indianapolis, September 20th, 2025. This is supposed to be slotted right up against AEW's All Out. I'm gonna let everybody know right now, this is probably one of the stupidest fucking choices WWE could make. WWE has had the most horrendous booking of their, maybe arguably of their entire tenure. Maybe even stretching back to the 2016, 2018, when it was really rough, all right? The writing and the creative is dog shit. So they're now going to go up against AEW directly on the same day with, and everybody, I want to be aware, this is a joint venture. So this is like if you were getting bullied on the playground. You swung back and the bully, he took a big dive. The bully's on the ground, and then the bully comes back with his bigger cousin. And now the bully and the bigger cousin are trying to beat down on you. Mind you, after you just hooked off on the bully. This entire venture with ESPN and WWE, it's a power grab. And it's the exact same kind of power grab that Vince McMahon Sr. made in the 1980s and the 1970s when he was swallowing up all of the fucking indie wrestling promotions to establish the Fed. To simply establish the Fed. There was a destruction in the fucking, establish the Fed. There was manufactured destruction amongst all of the wrestling promotions, and there are multiple different regions. I couldn't imagine what about AAA, TNA, NXT, and LFG can't be done with the help of creative. Why do you need a brand new pay-per-view? It's interesting, if anybody remembers the Evolution pay-per-view, right, with all the women, it was arguably one of WWE's best pay-per-views of the year. The first question that was asked is, hey, are we going to be seeing this next year? Knowing we probably weren't going to be seeing this next year, the question was still asked, right? They took away the pulpit to take away any accountability, or to take away any kind of criticism, any kind of pushback, right? So in the pulpit, it's asked, hey, are we going to see Evolution next year? And Triple Frauder, Triple K, Triple Trumper, he sits here and he goes, well, I don't think that the women need only one night to shine, because the women shine every night. And that's something we're just gonna have to look into when it comes to long-term storytelling. And then he got up there and he gave you a non-answer. That's basically what it was. And it was all for us to hear, hey, this shit was cute, we may have had fun, but best believe we're not doing this shit again next year. So now I'm supposed to sit here and be excited for Wrestlepalooza when I know you niggas aren't gonna do this shit next year. They're trying to make it some star-studded event, with John Cena, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, all the big hitters, Gunther, CM Punk. None of those motherfuckers have had a good story the entire 2025. Maybe even since last WrestleMania season, you can argue that none of these people have had a good storyline. So now there's going to be sit up here and put in front of who? What are the matches? What are the matches going into this? It's a month away, folks. I want to remind everybody, we got a Forbidden Door build on the day of August 5th. August 5th, we got our Forbidden Door build. This Wrestlepalooza shit is coming a month away. Not a match, not any construction. Hell, we don't even know what the fuck the point of the pay-per-view is. Is it simply just to counter-program AEW? And they can't say that directly. They can't say, hey, this promotion's only to counter-program. This program isn't for anything else simply but to steal the views away from Tony Khan. They can't say that directly. So now they're going to try to make up some reason as to why this even needs to happen. It's going to be a number one contendership. It's going to be a bunch of tournaments. There's going to be probably at least 5 different tournaments on that shit. Probably a bunch of indie cats. WWID banner, right? All over the 50 states. WWE is swallowing up regions in the indie stage. So it's probably going to be a bunch of those. Probably going to be a bunch of AAA guys. I struggle to understand what the point of Wrestlepalooza is. Because it's like, were people excited for SummerSlam? Like, does this motherfucker think people are excited for ass in Paris? No! Nobody's excited for this. So why the fuck are we getting another pay-per-view that you people are going to rush the build for? To counter-program? Guys, the writing is on the wall. WWE is fucking scared, man. They're shitting in their boots. They're shitting in their boots because they see the fucking connection and they see the relationship budding between New Japan Wrestling and AEW. And they know, as I said earlier this week, somebody is watching this fucking podcast. When regular New Japan guys just start flowing into the AEW card, we start getting G1 climaxes. It's simple as that. Simple as that. And WWE can't keep up. Because WWE, the counter-program, Konosuke fucking Takeshita, to counter-program Orange Cassidy, to counter-program Darby Allin, Jon Moxley, they'll put on Jey Uso and Becky Lynch. Maybe if we're lucky, we might get a Dominic Mysterio appearance. Ooh. These niggas don't even know how to book somebody as obvious and as simple as fucking Natalya. I'm the best wrestler in this company. Let me go out there and show you. Oh, we don't know Natalya. We don't want Rhea going under. We don't want Becky going under. How about you just stay in your catering? There's so many bad choices going into this fucking company. And I mean this shit wholeheartedly. This is going to be the dagger. This shit right here. Sitting here and putting all of your chips in the middle of the table against a nigga like Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay. Hey, man. Hey, and you know what? There are talents like an AJ Styles. You know, Dragon Lee is arguably one of the best wrestlers in that company. I think that maybe we can get something positive from this. But this entire, oh my gosh, the reasoning for it is envy, right? The purpose of this is spite. And I wholeheartedly don't think you can put anything into the universe with envy and spite in mind and expect something beautiful. I don't know how any of these ladies or any of these men going into this pay-per-view are supposed to give a fuck about this. There hasn't been a Wrestlepalooza in the history of WWE, and we're doing one right now on the day of September 20th. Why? Why? Can't say. Terrible, man. Terrible fucking choice. And hubris will be the downfall of the Fed, man. Hubris will be the downfall of the Fed. I'll be forced to review both Wrestlepalooza and All Out, I guess. I mean, that's kind of the place that WWE has put some of these, sports analysts like myself. It's simply a game of, all right, well, who do you care about more, us or them? And I'm not gonna lie, it's them. It's them. I don't give a fuck about the Fed because they haven't put anything on worth watching. It's a fucking clown show over there, man. And I refuse to give any more fucking money for clown shoes, man. I refuse. This is probably going to be one of the biggest fuck-ups of WWE history. And wholeheartedly, bro, I'm here to see the train wreck. I am here to see this train wreck because I know what creative has been up to for the past year. And I know how much it's eating away at Triple H when he looks at it All In. But he looks at a Double or Nothing, when he sees a build towards Forbidden Door like we've been getting for the past couple of weeks. He knows he can't compete. That's why the pundits like Bully Ray are going to sit here and say, we don't care about good matches, only good moments. Only moments matter, not good matches. It's funny because we've had that talk how many times about good matches and good moments, man. Oh, man, the collective unconsciousness, huh? The collective unconsciousness. I'll stick around. I'll stick around for this Wrestlepalooza shit. We will be getting to AEW tonight after this recording, so please stay tuned for that. And stay beautiful. This has been Captain Dubaro. Peace, y'all.